have to take the script and shorten it down. It's usually over 2-hour show, and this script has been had their hands in by everybody, Ken Hollywood as well as everybody borrowed this genre. So this is a pretty common one. So we shortened it down to about an hour and a half, so it's actually 90 minutes long, and better stay 90 minutes. All right. So a few things, and I wrote them down because I'm not that good. I would like to point out some upcoming events. And the first event is Nuts, an adult themed courtroom drama directed by Gigi Galarum Wilding, and it's coming up with showtime running from May 31st through June 16th. It is a courtroom drama. It is adult themed though, but highly recommended. The next big thing coming up is Auditions for Music Man, directed by Dean Jones. Will be held at St. Stephen's Lutheran Church on Sunday. It's up at High 59 up there at the top of the hill. On Sunday, May 19th, Monday, May 20th. Callback will be P&L Theater on Tuesday, May 21st. Showtimes run July 26th to August 11th. They are looking for singers, some dancers. You can sing, you can be the choral, the genre, and then serious parts as well. We also have Stage Struck. Stage Struck 1 for beginners and Stage Struck 2, which will be following Stage Struck 1. This is our theater summer camp. For 6th graders, the first one will be running June 10th through the 14th, each day from 9 to 3 p.m. And then the second will be running June 17th to 21st, and that's for more advanced people who've already been through Stage Struck 1. If you need any other information, we have a website. It's the PML website, and you can always like us on Facebook. Let's see here. Now, the place. Chicago, LaSalle Street train station. This is our show. Sorry, welcome to the 20th century. The place, LaSalle Street train station. The time, some place in the midst of the Great Depression. And the train is a very famous Hollywood train, the 20th century. Although the script for this show lends itself to run as a radio show, one of our main considerations in putting on this play, as was mentioned before, was give people who may have never performed on stage or on our stage a chance to experience the aspect of acting on our stage here at PML. So there'll be some minor blocking as well as some few surprises along the way. This has been a great experience for all of us, and I've had a ball working with these folks. Some word definitions you may want to know. Corsican. Place, name of, or relating to inhabitants of Corsica, an island of France in the Mediterranean Sea north of Sardinia. Napoleon Bonaparte was born on the island, which was ceded to France by Genoa in 1768. Okay, it comes up in the play. There you go, that's important. More importantly, Brits. Some of you might know this already. We didn't. The Jewish rite of circumcision performed on a male child, preferably at the 8th day of his life. So, on that happy note, I'm going to hand it over to our conductor, or our porter.
But before taking off, we would like to ask the following of you. Please, no flash photography during your ride. Please turn off your cell phones and unwrap any candy with crinkly wrapping now. Please, no smoking on the premises. The emergency doors and exits are located on the sides and in back of the theater. For your protection, keep both arms and legs inside the car and enjoy your ride on the 20th century.
Attention, please. 20th Century Limited for New York and Austin. Now ready on track 14. All aboard.
Well, this looks nice and comfortable. And may I have your name, please?
My name? What for?
It's customary, sir, in case you get any telegrams.
Oh, why I'm glad you asked me that, because generally I find that it's
Dr.
not something.
Grover C. Lockwood.
Right, and wife. Mrs. Dr. Lockwood, Mrs. Lockwood. I'm the doctor. She's the wife. We're married.
Thank you very much. That was very smooth, Grover.
Are you crazy giving out my name?
I had to say something. You just stood there.
Oh, Lord, if my wife knew about this.
Pull out your picture and have a good cry.
You know, you've got a lot of nerve, you foul Corsican.
I only asked to see your ticket.
And I told you to put them bags in the dressing room A before I flatten you. Mr. Jaffe needs that room.
But there's somebody in there already.
Then throw them out! They don't belong there, trust me.
Maybe there has been a mistake. I'll go see.
Oh, then I'll go with you.
Track 14, all aboard.
Yes, who is it?
Porter.
Wait just a minute. All right, come in.
Begging your pardon, sir, but may I please see your tickets?
Why, certainly.
What is it, Grover?
Order?
The gentleman here says this is his room.
It is not.
Oh, it is, is it? Well, tell me something, boyo. You lift weights, huh? You got any muscles under that shirt of yours?
Well, not
Then
really.
step outside! We'll set it like real men!
He's drunk. I can smell it from here.
Oh, that's a lie. I haven't touched a drop of drink in at least 10 minutes.
I'll call the conductor.
Fine. I'll go with you. Call a conductor. Call the whole blasted orchestra. Take care of that 11th squaw later.
This is the gentleman here.
There is a pair of foul turtle doves in drawing room A. And I've got to shoo them out before Mr. Jaffe gets here.
All right, I'll attend to him. What seems to be the trouble, young man? Mr. Jaffe, you mean Oscar Jaffe, the theater man?
I do. He's the earth shaker himself. I'm his press agent. Now let's have some action with getting them out of that dressing room.
I see your ticket.
How many times do I have to go over this? I ain't got no dress here. I ain't got no ticket.
Well, then I'm afraid you're out of luck.
Now listen to me.
Mr.
Listen to
Jaffe.
me. If you don't do something about this.
Get it all fixed.
Oh, no, diplomacy's not working here, Ida. This is Ida Webb. This is Mrs. Jaffe's general manager and general fixer-upper. Ida, fix them up.
Now listen, you.
What's the problem?
Oscar wants room A, and there's somebody already in there, and these two won't throw him out.
Why room A?
I have no idea. But Oscar says it's a matter of life and death.
I see. Right. Conductor, take a telegram. To Mr. A.L. Johnson, Vice President, New York Central Line. My dear Albert, I'm having some difficulty getting the proper service on the Central in charge of conduct. What's your name?
Listen, Miss
Well,
Webb.
speak up.
Well, there's no use wiring anybody about this. I'm perfectly willing to give Mr. Jaffe every consideration. I've carried Mr. Jaffe before, but you'll have to make your own arrangements with the people in A.
Happy to. Who's in room A?
A doctor and Mrs. Lockwood.
Oh, Doctor and Mrs. Bloody hell, it's Romeo and Juliet without a blood test. Hey, open the door!
Oh, now what?
Come on now, open up!
My God.
Don't get rattled, you'll give everything away. What's the idea of this continual intrusion?
Are you Dr. Lockwood?
Yes, who are you?
And this lady here is Mrs. Lockwood?
Ugh, Porter, I'm beginning to feel persecuted.
I'll be right back.
Oh, where are you going?
I'm going to call his real wife and have a chat.
Just a minute, please. Wait.
On the other hand, we don't really want to cause any trouble, do we?
Oh, not me. I hate conflict.
Look, I've got 2 tickets here, upper and lower, 2 cars ahead. The difference in price is $15. Let's call it 20. There you are.
What?
Now, I advise you to take it. No more questions.
Are you going to stand for this, Grover?
Don't argue with me. Porter, bring the bags.
Yes, sir.
Last call. All
Oh
aboard.
my God! Just a minute! Conductor! Stop! You have to stop!
What's the matter?
You can't start the train yet. Mr. Jaffe isn't on board.
Sorry, this train waits for no man. Not while I'm alive.
Oh, that sounds like a plan for me.
Oh, and do something!
the emergency room?
You can't touch that!
Ah, there it is!
Hey!
Would you get off me? You're not forcing in this train, don't go anywhere! Mr. Jackson, it's on the train! Get off me! Get off me! Get off me without her! Sharon, would you just...
Owen! Ida, get me a porter! I want a porter this instant!
My God, the Earthshaker himself is on board.
It's okay, conductor. Sorry for the trouble. Porter, come with me.
Hello, Maestro. Welcome to the bloody Titanic.
How do you do, young woman? It's a pleasure to be riding on your magnificent railroad. Now, open this door.
I am afraid that's against the rules, sir.
Ida, have you got $5?
No.
Liar. Just give it to her. I'll reimburse you.
We can pay you back with the tickets from Joan of Arc.
Go ahead, Porter. It's all right. It's empty.
Yes, sir.
Well, wasn't it reserved?
Yes, sir. Maybe the party is getting on at Englewood. Lots of them do.
And when do we arrive in Englewood, pray tell?
About 10 minutes?
Good. Thank you, Porter. You may go. What started O'Malley drinking again? Is it a woman?
Oh, yeah, it's a woman. Joan of Arc.
Oh, you know what I was thinking on my way to the train? I was thinking of all my 68 productions. The most beautiful was Joan of Arc. Oh, I cried like a baby at every performance.
So did I, for different reasons.
Oh, that fire effect I did at the end was pure genius.
So was the disappearing trick when you made the audience vanish.
I liked it.
Well, I'm glad, because we lost $74,000.
Oh, what a magnificent failure. If I am a genius, Ida, it is because of my failures. Always remember that.
I'll put that on a sign, and you can wear it in street corners holding a little cup. I'm a genius. Please feed me. Now listen, Oscar, this trip from Chicago to New York takes 16 hours. We arrive at Grand Central at 9 tomorrow morning, and the banks open at 10.
Don't worry me about the money right now. Do you mind?
Oscar, listen. If we don't find some cash by tomorrow, we're going to take the Jaffe Theater. Not kidding.
They wouldn't dare.
I issued a writ on Friday.
And who do you think is behind it, huh? I'll tell you who.
Us.
Max Jacobs. Oh, that so-called producer. That cheap little crook I picked up out of the gutter. I gave him life, and he betrayed me. Don't you remember? When I fired him, he said he'd have his revenge.
Oscar, it's not Max Jacobs. It's the banks. All the banks. They got together last week.
They did, huh? Well, I'll tell you something, Ida. Skies were never bluer. Who do you think is getting on this train at Englewood, huh? Well, I'll give you a hint. She's an old friend of ours. She has beautiful brown hair and sparkling eyes. She's 5'2" with a splendid figure. And if she ever fell into a swamp and met a starving crocodile, she'd strangle him and turn him inside out, make him into a purse with matching shoes.
Lily Garland?
Right.
She's coming back with us?
You bet she is. Starring in my next production. Back in the fold where she belongs.
I'll tell you one thing. When those bankers see her name on a contract, they'll be giving us money. You can write your own ticket. She's the biggest draw in the country.
And now we have compartments next to each other. That's why I needed drawing room A.
So that was it.
Now, here's my plan. I want you to bump into her accidentally. Tell her I have in mind the most unbelievable new play with a part that fits her like a glove. Half devil, half woman, the greatest character ever put on the stage.
What's the play?
Oh, I have no idea. We'll have to find someone who can write it. Now remind me to find out if Bertolt Brecht is available.
Oscar?
Or maybe that new chap, Noel Coward. We could have music.
Oscar?
Or Ibsen. Find out if he's still alive.
Oscar, listen. Have you got Lily under contract or not?
Oh, don't get technical on me, Ida.
Where's the contract track? That will make all the difference.
Oh, she'll sign for me. I created her.
Was she glad to see you at last?
Seen you when? I haven't seen her in years.
Oh, God, Oscar.
Oh, stop worrying. I'll get her signed up. And remember, I never closed the iron door on her.
Oscar, would you listen to me? Just listen. The banks will not stop foreclosing on your assets until they actually see her name on a contract in black and white signed.
I understand that, which is why you will bump into Lily accidentally and tell her I'm on the train. Oh, she'll be ecstatic, but she'll try to hide it.
She's going to be pretty snooty after the hit she's made.
What hit?
The movies?
Oh, she'll never be any good in the movies.
What are you talking about? She won the gold statue.
What gold statue?
A gold statue that some academy gives away every year for best performance. They're calling her another Marlena Dietrich.
Oh, that's impossible. She can't be any good in the movies. Oh, she's got a face like a soft-shell crab. It took me 4 years to make her look vaguely human.
Listen, Oscar, as long as the Lily Garland thing is indefinite, I've got something to suggest. I got a telegram this morning from Max Jacobs.
Looking for a job, I suppose.
Max wired me of his own accord.
I forbid you to mention the name Max Jacobs to me again. That's final. Besides, his real name is Mandelbaum. Max Mandelbaum. He started out selling herring on 34th Street till they arrested him for unclean practices. I fired him for stealing.
You fired him because of Carmen.
Who is Carmen?
The opera Carmen, the one you produced together. You insisted on putting a real bull on stage.
No, he was a magnificent animal.
He fell into the orchestra pit. I had to shoot him in front of the audience.
Tragic.
You had him ground up into hamburger.
I was trying to salvage our investment.
That's not the point. The point is Max disagreed with you.
The point is, what does Max Jacobs know about the theater?
He knows enough to produce 3 straight hits in a row, while you've been laying one egg after another. Just the facts.
I've had enough of your treachery. Get out of my sight.
Just listen to this wire.
You've shown your true colors. Now get out! Out! You're fired! You're like Brutus in the marketplace, stabbing the only man who was ever good to you. Go to Mandelbaum and sell herring together.
Oscar!
Out! 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 I close the iron door on you.
It was awful. I hardly knew what was happening. I was sitting reading a magazine when all of a sudden something hit me on the head.
Did you see anyone go by?
No. But when I took my hat off, the sticker was on it. Look, repent, for the time is at hand.
Yep, that's the one. There's hundreds of them all over the train.
I just don't understand, conductor. First it was the drawing room, now this. It is insane.
Well, I can assure you, madam, it's just a coincidence. Unless that Jaffe and his crew have something to do with it, and I wouldn't put it past them.
Conductor! Conductor, someone just ran down the train this instant and stuck them all in the windows!
Did you see him?
No, sir. Just the back of them. They're heading towards the caboose.
Well, come on. Let's let them get away.
Hey, boss, what's with Ida?
Miss Webb is no longer with us. There are only 2 musketeers left now, but we'll fight all the harder. Oh, that's Ida. Come to beg my forgiveness. Tell her to go.
Mr. Jaffe?
Yes?
My name is Dr. Lockwood.
Did you send for a doctor, Owen?
No, I'm here on a private capacity. I've written a play, sir, especially for you. It's called Joan of Arc. You see, by day I may be a doctor, but at night, alone in my bedroom, using nothing but a simple pen, I explore my inner reaches.
I don't even want to think about that.
Will you read it? You must. It's magnificent. I've taken a whole new approach to the subject. You see, I've given Joan a friend, a strong, dedicated man she can really rely on, the kind of man every girl dreams of, a doctor.
Give the play to my secretary. I'll read it later.
Take good care of it. It's the only copy in the world.
Memorize it, Doc.
Oh, don't be funny, Owen. A play is a sacred trust. It is the earth in which the best of us grow.
Thank you, Mr. Jaffe.
Now, if you don't mind, I'm very busy. Flush that thing down the toilet, Owen.
Inglewood, now arriving. Inglewood on
Lily!
Lily's back.
I've tried for years to tear her out of my brain, but I've failed. She's in here, eating at my heart like some gray rat. And I love it. I'm an Oriental. It never goes, it never dies. The only way I can breathe again is to get her back. Make her pay for what she's done to me.
If she doesn't throw your arms around her, and the minute she sees you, she's a bigger fool than I ever thought she was.
Irishman, once in a blue moon, you say just the right thing. Oh, we've stopped.
Inglewood.
Let's go to one of the platform and watch her get on. We have to be like Indians.
My God, my God, my God. Another compartment. Another lonely room. No one cares if I'm Lily Garland. All they want of me is more. 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 I could be a rag doll or an animal in a circus. What do they care? Oh God, I'm so tired. Why do I do it, George? It's not for the money. I despise money. I despise all those trappings, those faux baubles, those symbols of emptiness.
Just look at this place. It's like a fancy French chateau. Oh, by the way, I've got the contract from Paramount.
Oh, I'm so glad you mentioned that. I wanted to change it. I want $80,000 for the next picture. 50 is ridiculous.
But you signed it already.
I don't care what I sign. You're not just my lover, you're my agent now, so fix it. If they say no, let them go to hell. My public wants me back on Broadway anyway.
Broadway, that's peanuts. Forget about acting. You're a star. I know it's good for my hero.
Oh, George, when I'm in New York, I'll miss you terribly.
Lily,
One last thing before you go. A kiss, my darling. I'll be dreaming about you in my arms, holding me every night, your little head on the pillow.
Lily, you don't have to dream. I'm staying on the train.
What?
I'm staying.
What are you talking about?
I've decided to come with you.
George, you'll do as I tell you and get off right now.
And leave you in New York with all those men? Not a chance.
George, we're moving. Get off quick.
No!
Just jump. Do as I tell you. Jump.
Look, it's too late. The doors are
Oh,
locked.
well, then jump out the window. Oh, God. This is fine, Mrs. You seem to forget entirely that I'm paying you 10% of my earnings. As if I needed an agent. Thousands of dollars for doing absolutely nothing. And you take them, you worm.
Go on. Keep it up. I like seeing your true colors.
Oh, George, please. I can't stand fighting. You can still get off at the next stop for me, darling.
Lily, you're cooling off. I can tell.
That's not true, darling. I adore you. I have nothing in the world but you. What else is there? Fame? Success? Empty words. Empty gestures.
I can always tell when you're acting.
I beg your pardon?
You're acting. You repeat things. Empty words, empty gestures. Those balls, those symbols. It sets up a kind of rhythm.
How dare you second guess me? How dare you?
See what I mean? How dare you? How dare you?
Oh!
Well, hello, you peculiar witch. How's the baby Bernard?
Yeah, well, son of a gun, the foul Corsican himself.
Oh, do you know who caused all the trouble that caused this stuff, this gondola? The last half hour's been nuts. We've been tearing it to shreds to find you.
Who's we?
Oh, take a guess.
Oh my God, is Oscar on the train?
Yeah, the little corporal is running from Moscow. His head is bloodied, but still on board.
Jaffe's here? Oscar Jeffy? I should have guessed it. That's why you wanted me to go off this train, so you two could cuddle up together.
Oh, don't be an ass. I had no idea he was on the train.
You going to see him? Huh? Tell me the truth.
See him? Do you think I'm out of my mind? Thank God you told me. I'm not stepping out of this room until we get to New York. I swear to God. I swear to God. That man belittled me and tortured me for 6 years. He ran around telling everybody, where would Lily Garland be without the great Oscar Jaffe? Well, I think I showed him. Right to the top of the ladder, kid, and going up. Ha! Hiya, Lily. Ida, you too, huh? You coming back into the fold?
Is she what?
Coming back.
2 words, rhymes with slumming hack.
Yeah? Well, so does humming sack.
Did Jeffrey tell you to come in here? Now, don't fly off the handle, Lily. Confidentially, I'm not with Jeffy anymore. I just wanted to tip you off to something. Oh, can we talk in front of Einstein here?
Listen, you can get the hell out of here, that's what you can do.
George, behave yourself and be quiet. Lily, I want you to listen a second. Oscar's broke. They're taking his theater away from him. Really? They've got him over a barrel with his pants down.
Ooh, oh, that's an image.
I'm afraid he's doing a Dutch act.
Kill himself?
No, he's put his finger to his head and he's clicking his tongue.
Oh, he's doing that again. You know, committing suicide is an old habit of his. Remember the night he was going to hang himself and you stayed up all night to talk him out of it? Well, we all make mistakes. Seriously, unless you come to his rescue, it's curtains for him. It's his last chance. Ida, I would rather drop dead where I'm standing here than ever do another play for him. To go back and tell that fake Svengali that I wouldn't wipe my feet on him if he was starving, and I hope to God that he is.
And she means every word of it. There wasn't a single double repeat in the whole speech.
Oh, George, shut up. You know it's true. You're begging for a job. He taught you how to walk and talk. Oh, get out of here. George, throw them out.
Glad.
Ah, watch it you.
I thought you were a bigger woman than this, Lily. I see. I was deeply mistaken. Get out, get out, get out. Oh, why do they do this to me? Why? What do they think I'm made of? Iron? Hammering and hammering at me wherever I go? All of them tearing at my nerves? All I want is a little peace. My God, I'm having a breakdown. I'm all hot. I can feel it coming on. I won't be good for anything. You'll all starve. You'll all starve.
Lily. Now, listen to me. I just want the simple, honest truth about you and Jack. Has he ever been your lover?
My lover?
Have you ever had sex with him?
I know what lover means, you idiot. George, my mother's grave. Oscar Jaffe has never laid a finger on me.
I don't believe you.
Oh, George, why must you aggravate me?
Because I hate it when we were with other men. It makes me nuts.
Never. I swear to God.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
First time I ever slept with Lily Garland was the greatest night of my life. Oh, I remember like it was yesterday, Owen. Now, what did she say? Tell me everything.
Oh, you know her. She screamed like a fisher wife.
Oh, good sign. Shows the battery isn't dead. You didn't make her feel necessary, did you?
Not a word.
Good. Now for a little surprise. I'm going to sweep her off her feet.
Oh, my darling. My darling.
You're so beautiful. So gentle.
My God, did you hear that? Who's that man?
I think it's her agent. Oh, she.
Can you believe it? That trollop, that baggage, mousing around with boys after what she's had. Oh, I always knew she'd head for the gutter. Get me Ida right away.
You want Ida back?
Get her back this instant. Ida!
My God, I wouldn't have believed it.
What?
Well, that character that's been putting them stickers up is an escapee from an asylum. Apparently, there's some kind of religious nut. Does this all the time. Well, listen to this telegram. Imperative. Stop. Must find escapee. Stop. We'll send detective to help at Toledo. Stop.
Take out your pencil, Ida. We're going to draw up a contract between Oscar Jaffe and Lily Garland. Incidentally, I want you to know that I took you back on account of your aging mother.
She's dead.
Well, your father, then. There's no need making the innocent suffer.
Thanks, Oscar.
Draw up the contract in legal form. We'll get her a car to go to and from the theater, catering on matinee days.
Oscar, at the risk of losing my job again, I have to tell you, I think this is getting us nowhere. What we need is a play. She won't sign a contract until we have one.
It means I find things. Draw up the contract, Ida.
Okay,
Excuse me, please. Maestro. Maestro is you. I recognize you from the pictures.
run along, you're busy.
You are genius. You are greatest salesman in the world. I can kneel at your feet.
Oh, let him stay, Ida. I can wait it over. What should you wish, my son?
Maestro, this is great honor. All my friends in the band of train will be so jealous. But maybe you have seen us sometime, yeah, on the stage.
Oh, not actors.
Yeah, actors. We are belonging to the Passion Play in Germany.
My God, of course. The Oberammergau players. Oh, I should have recognized you. They're an institution, Ida, the purest branch of theater in the world. They've been putting on the Passion Play every 10 years for centuries.
Yeah.
Well, glad to meet you.
They're the only true actors we have left. Not like our cheap Broadway hams. Oh, these people are consecrated to their art from infancy. For hundreds of years, they have made the name of Oberammergau famous. Must have started in
633.
And what part do you play?
I am the Christus.
Sir, I'm honored. Wait!
What?
Oscar,
Be quiet. I
got what?
It's an inspiration. At the 11th hour, with my back against the wall.
What the hell are you talking about?
The Passion Play, the greatest drama in the world, with Lily Garland as the Magdalene. Oh, it's perfect. My God, at last I've got something worthy of me. Sign them up. Wait. Is the whole troupe here?
Yeah, we got that then.
Sign them up immediately.
May I see you, Oscar, alone?
Not now.
Just for a minute. I'm sorry, could you leave us now?
Ida, stop it. Are you crazy?
Never mind who's crazy.
What are you doing?
Oscar, you can't sign him up. I won't let you.
Ida, this man is an artist. Apologize this instant.
Oscar, please. You may not think so, but I'm more than just your manager. I'm your best friend on this earth, and this is crazy. You'll lose everything. Oscar, please.
Easy, old girl. She gets emotional.
I'm not going to let you get mixed up with a lot of phony art.
The trouble with you, Ida, is you don't know what's happened to the theater public in these last few years. Well, I'll tell you, I've had my ear to the ground like an Indian. People are tired of the same old thing. I'm going to give them something colossal, something new and magnificent. We'll make history, something that has never been done in this country before. I can see it now, in lights over Times Square. Oberammergau on Broadway!
Rover, how could you demean yourself and even talk to the man?
He's a famous producer. It was a chance in a million. Look who's coming. Hi, how are you?
No.
Oh, if it isn't William Shakespeare himself and Annie Hathaway.
Has Mr. Jaffe read my play yet?
You know, I think he has, now that you mention it.
Really? What does he think? Does he like it?
He hasn't told me, but I know he's always wanted to produce 2 plays in a row about Joan of Arc.
My God, I feel so close. Listen, do me a favor. I know this sounds a bit unorthodox, but tell him if he does the play on Broadway, I'll throw in free surgery for the whole cast. I do gallbladders, prostates.
Well, now, that could just make the difference.
Oh, Anita. I feel inspired. Come on, I'm going to write a whole new play tonight about theater people like Mr. O'Malley and Mr. Jaffe. You know, generous, big-hearted troopers who give people like me a chance.
What happens after the dream sequence?
Owen? Now listen, I've got a message from the Earth Shaker. He wants you to find a Bible.
A Bible? Now, where am I supposed to find a Bible in this jalopy?
I have no idea. He says it's a matter of life and death.
Oh, come on, life and death. He'd say that about a ham sandwich if he was hungry. I'll go looking for something.
Good magazine. Yes, it is. I'm one of their biggest advertisers.
No kidding.
Of course, I prefer the newspaper holiday advertising.
What's your line?
Household remedies and pharmaceuticals. Laxo fruit tablets. They keep you moving. I'm the president.
Well, isn't that something? I don't suppose the remedy business was hit much by the Depression.
Oh, no. We've been sailing right along. In fact, profits have doubled.
No kidding.
Yes, my company is so flooded with cash that at the moment I'm looking for something to invest in. Do you have any ideas?
Have you ever thought of investing in the theater?
The theater?
Yes, nobody ever loses money in the theater.
There ain't a Bible this side of Buffalo.
Well, keep looking. I need to plunder a copy for extra scenes. However, we can't delay. The troops are lining up before the Waterloo.
All right, what's the program, Napoleon?
Well, step one, eliminate the lover. Here, I have a broken arm. I can fix it.
How'd you hurt your arm then?
Oh, I didn't. It's a little strategy in case the young ruffian in there turns violent. Oh, he'd never hit a wounded man. How do I look? Wounded. Good. Hold the fort. I've got to go break the human heart.
I've always wanted a real house with a garden, a cookie jar, and a roof. Oh God, it's you.
Jeffy! Hello, Lily. Oh, I heard you were on the train, so I dropped in to say hello.
I have nothing to say to you, Oscar. Please go.
Well, may I at least meet your friend? Oh, how young he looks. Are you adopting him?
George, this is Oscar Jaffe, worm extraordinaire.
No, I wouldn't snigger if I were you. She'll be calling you names in no time.
Listen, Jeffy, I'm warning you right now. Don't bother this, Garland, I mean it.
No violence now, George.
I want him to get out. Just get out!
My arm! Be careful, it's broken!
You don't break the other one.
Oh, I can see why you like him. He's rather prehistoric. Like one of those huge green dinosaurs with the little tiny heads.
You take that back.
My arm! My arm!
Stop it, both of you. Well, that would really finish me, a public fight. You'd like nothing better than flashing our names on the front pages.
Want me to throw him out, Lily? It would be the final irony. I welcome it.
Good. Get out. You have no rights here.
No rights? He doesn't know about us.
Shut up, Oscar, and leave.
No, I must explain myself to my position to this young man. You see, Lily and I were lovers once. Oh, it was, I confess, one of the great romances of all time. Oh, George, you should have seen her in bed.
God.
Oh, she was remarkable, inventive, athletic.
I don't want to hear it.
As though she were trained in the circus.
Oh, Oscar. Stop it. You could never stand to see anything sweet and decent in my life. You had to come in here and blab.
Blab? Is that what you call it? I'm proud of every hour we spent together.
So you're mine. Right to my face with every breath.
Don't start hammering at me. Hammering and hammering. I can't stand it.
Comfort her, sir. That is your privilege.
I tried to save you the pain. Yes, I lied. But only to save you.
That's from Sappho.
Oh, get out.
Lily, how could you?
Darling, I hate him. He means nothing to me. The dirt under my feet. George, darling, look at me. Oh.
No, what an exit. Not a word. That's the exit we should have had in Gypsy Heart in the second act.
Oh, go crawl back under your stone or wherever you came from. There's nothing left for me to do but kill myself. Nothing at all.
Oh, I wouldn't do that yet. I've got a wonderful surprise for you. Don't go away. I'll be right back.
I hate him. I hate you. I despise all men.
Were you really lovers?
Of course we were, you idiot. I started 8 of his Productions. We shared a house together. What did you think we did at night? Play mahjong?
Why divided me? Swearing on your love and honor. What a fake you are.
I'm a fake? Me? You've been counting around Hollywood since the day you arrived. But you're a man and I'm a woman, so I'm supposed to be chaste and pure. You want to know something? I never told you the truth a day in my life. I lied about all of them.
There was no midget?
There were 2 midgets. And the acrobat had a horse.
My God, you wanted my respect.
Oh, who cares about your respect? I'm too big to be respected. The men I've known have understood that.
Men you know. Men like Jack, you mean?
Yes, Jaffe. He'll tell you what I am. A first-class passenger entitled to privileges.
Oh, you're an artist.
You're damn right I am.
You're a woman. You're like some kind of pet monkey full of tricks and vanities.
Oh, shut up, George. You just bore me to death.
I came in to forgive you. To give you another chance. But I'll see you damned in hell before I ever speak to you again.
My last 2 words to you are, I hate you. I despise you. Now get out of my life. I throw you away. Oh, God, I'm so sick of myself. Oh, what do you want, you scorpion?
Oh, if it makes you happier to call me names, go ahead, please.
Oscar, you're the most horrible excuse for a human being that has ever walked on 2 legs.
Is this about your friend George? Because if he'd been a real man, he would have taken you in his arms. It was his chance to show his love, and what did he do? Walked out with the clenched look of a Puritan with diarrhea.
Your philosophy of love doesn't interest me, Mr. Jaffe.
I'm an Oriental, Lily. My love for you blinded me. That was always the trouble between us as producer and artist.
Oh, that's what it was it? How about your name and electric lights bigger than everybody else's? Your grand delusions that you were Shakespeare, Cardinal Richelieu, and the Grand Lama of Tibet, all rolled into one.
You're right.
I am?
Oh, I admit it. We do get wiser as we get older. I never appreciated your real greatness until I lost you. That last argument we had about percentages, my word, how small and cheap I was. I was despicable.
I knew it. We let each other get away.
We had so much going on for us. Looks, money, fame. Maybe that was the problem. Maybe we'd have been all right together if we'd lived on a farm somewhere growing potatoes.
We don't know anything about love, do we? Unless it's written and rehearsed. We're only real between curtains.
Oh, I could cut my throat from losing you.
If you did, grease paint would run out of it.
I paid for it 1,000 times when I saw that movie of yours.
Did you like it?
Oh, I wanted to vomit. Oh, all your talent wasted, Lily.
Well, you'd be interested to know that it's a great success. The critics said I was marvelous in it. Superb. Here, if you don't believe me, have a look.
What's that?
It's an Academy Award. They're thinking of calling it the Oscar.
God forbid.
Listen, Oscar, if all this adagio is preliminary to a contract offer, you can save your breath.
Who said anything about contracts? Shame on you, Lily.
Oscar, you'd do anything to get my name on a contract, and you know it. But I can't blame you. I do sell a lot of tickets.
That statue must have done this to you. I haven't come here with any contracts. I'm not Max Jacobs. I came in here with a dream we both had long ago, a part we planned as a climax to your career. The last golden stair, the great courtesan role.
Oh my God. So that's the big surprise you have for me? Another role where I make the great sacrifice, offer my broken body to the villain of my brother's wife?
You didn't do badly with Anna Christie, or Roxanne, or Cleopatra, and now I'm talking about the greatest woman of all time. Just remember, she has kept the world weeping for centuries. Magdalene. Mary Magdalene, the wanton prostitute saved by Jesus Christ himself, the fallen woman whom he rescues from a life of filth, and then must witness his heartbreaking crucifixion at the hands of his enemies.
Who wrote it?
God wrote it.
I mean, wrote the play. play.
Oh, no one knows. It's been done for centuries in the little town of Oberammergau. You see, I'm going to put on the Passion Play on in New York. I've had it up my sleeve for years, waiting for the right moment. The wickedest woman of her age, sensual, heartless, and beautiful, corrupting everything she touches, running the gamut from the gutter to glory. You see her, Lily, this little wanton ending up in tears at the foot of the cross. Wait! I have an idea. I'll have Judas strangle himself with her hair.
Oscar, you are a pure case of leaping insanity. You must have been dropped in your head as a child.
Lily!
Coming in here with real camels? Sand from the Holy Land? You're a scream. You're going to put me in the Passion Play? You haven't $100 to your name.
I can raise every penny.
Yes, and I know how you intend to raise it. Get my name in a contract and go out and peddle it. Well, no, thank you. I'm through being your meal ticket.
You're at liberty to call up any one of my banks in the morning.
Your banks? You mean the ones that are taking your theater away from you?
That's a lie. You've been listening to my enemies.
I've been listening to Miss Ida Webb, your loyal business manager, who came in here with some sob story about you committing suicide unless I took pity on you.
She didn't. She wouldn't.
She told me everything. She said you don't have a dime. You're broke. Busted.
It was revenge. I fired her for stealing.
Oh, shut up.
She had a private Swiss bank account under her real name, Eric von Stroheim.
I've had enough of your lies.
I'm offering you a chance to become immortal.
Thank you, but I decided to stay mortal with a real producer.
Who?
He sent me the contracts this morning.
Who is it?
Max Jacobs. Ring a bell?
Max Jacobs?
Read the papers tomorrow morning.
You can't sign with him. He's a thief, a sex maniac.
Oh, Oscar.
I caught him in the men's room with my secretary and a small dog.
Oscar!
He's illiterate. He can hardly write his own name.
He writes it on all his checks. Very big checks.
Oh, it's the money. That's all you want. Just another greedy hand. If I jangle a few miserable dollars at you, your mouth would begin to water and you'd start drooping and squealing. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Yeah, that's right, Oscar. Now just get out before I have the porter throw you off the train.
Look out who gets thrown off the train traveling with a gigolo.
Get out of here, you swindler, you fake.
Oh, stop that, you cheap little shop girl.
Get out, get out, get out.
I'll tell the world you're a fake. You are.
Liar.
I made you.
Liar.
I taught you everything you know.
Liar, liar, liar.
Your voice, your walk, even your name, Lily Garland. I gave you that. As there is a God in heaven, you'll end up where you belong, in a burlesque house. Miss Mildred Lotka. Where's Ida? Where's that traitor Webb? I'm going to strangle her with my bare hands, so help me God.
Oscar, guess what?
You traitor! You miserable Matahari!
Oscar, listen to me. You have no idea who I've got with me outside. Mildred Clark, the patent medicine queen. I've talked her into financing the Passion Play from a religious angle. You can write your own ticket. She has millions.
Where is she?
Right outside. Shall I bring her in?
Yes, yes, hurry up!
Come in, Mrs. Clark. Mildred Clark, this is Oscar Jaffe.
How do you do, madam?
Well, Miss Webb has told me all about you. It's so unusual to find a man in your profession so interested in doing a religious play. What is your denomination, Mr. Jaffe?
Denomination, of course, my denomination. Hey. Madam, I am proud to say that I am a Baptist.
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah! I want all those telegrams on wire the moment the train stops. The Passion Play is in production.
I'll file them in Cleveland. Is that all?
No, my good man, I haven't begun yet.
I'll have to go get some more blanks.
Well, please do, and please hurry. It's a matter of life and death. Owen, how much money did I tell Mrs. Clark we needed to start with?
300,000 potatoes.
No, I should have said 350,000. Go get her, Owen. It took me by surprise.
Ah,
It
what
was
is
the
that?
artist in me that spoke and not the businessman.
It's a bad idea. If you go do it quick here, Oscar, it's a bad mistake. That's a big bag of money.
It seems like nothing to me. Oh, confetti that I scattered to the wind like dust.
Oscar!
But perhaps you're right. Mrs. Clark impressed me as being something of a dreamer.
You know, she's got me baffled. She twitters around like some glittering saint.
Oh, I've always attracted that kind of person, the responsibly spiritual in me. Oh, wait, I forgot to tell Lily about the money. Lily, guess what? I have good news. Oh, no, not just good, spectacular news.
How dare you come in here again?
Oh, stop it. We said a few words, so what? I accept your apology.
My apology. Why you?
Would you listen to me? The Passion Play now has a backer. I found her. She's the president of Clark Rainey Pharmaceuticals, and she's worth a fortune.
Oh, Oscar, please.
It's true. She knows the Bible forwards and backwards, and she's writing us a check as the first installment just to get us started.
Oscar, is this true?
Yes, 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 I swear by my mother's grave.
Your mother isn't dead.
That's not the point. Look, you don't need her. Mrs. Clark, you can ask her yourself. You can ask her anything.
Why does this sound fishy to me, like an Oscar Jaffe special?
Boy, crying out loud, woman, do you want to be a player or not?
Yes, of course I do. From what you said, this could be the best thing we ever did together, but Oscar...
But what? What, Oscar? What is the problem?
Oscar, you know that I would walk through fire to be in another truly great production with you.
Well,
That the best times in my life are being in the theater with you. Who's truly bigger doesn't matter. But then I think of how many times you've made me promises you haven't kept. Never intended to keep.
how can you say that? I intended to keep every one of them, and I bent over backwards to make them happen just for you. Your finest hour, Desdemona, you were goddess. Sacagawea was, I admit, a mistake. But this time, Lily, it's a dead certainty. Now, are you with me or not? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes, Oscar, I'm with you.
Heart and soul?
Heart and soul.
Oh, good. Now fix yourself up. You look hideous. Prepare your face and find yourself a decent dress. I want to introduce Mildred Clark to the great Lily Garland. The alluring, difficult, winsome, impossible. In other words, yourself. Ha!
Ah, the woolly sheep is at the gate.
Oh, stop the tomfoolery and let him in.
Maestro, I found the first part of manuscript. Their second part is missing yet, but I couldn't tell you what happens. Der Christus dies and goes up to heaven with Arthur-seeking angels. In Germany, we use ropes and pulleys.
Well, just leave me what you've got and keep looking. Oh, it's in German, I see.
Yeah, but I can translate. I speak the English linguistic linguisticals as good as the German. Maestro, you will have supper with us, yeah? We got the Knopfers.
No, just run along. I'll set for you soon.
Off with the jam.
Oh, we're going to be a sensation in New York. Pure artists.
Joan of Lorraine, witch incarnate, I condemn thee and thy doctor to the flames of hell fire!
Who was that?
I have no idea.
Go get Lily and bring her in.
All right, I'll be right back. Lily, are you ready yet?
Oh, gosh! I'm hurrying up. Can you give me a minute and know that son of a bitch? I'm moving as fast as I can so that you can get everything that you've been running for. Mrs. Clark's coming with a big fat check.
All right, well, she purred like a pussycat. She'll be right here.
Oh, come in. Please, sit down.
Oh, why, thank you.
Mrs. Webb tells me that you have a Bible you can loan me.
She knows it by heart, practically.
Oh, the Bible. What can I say? There's nobody writing dialogue like this anymore. Of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, thou shalt not eat. For upon the day that thou eat of it, thou shalt die. No wonder they call him
Lily will be along in just a moment.
Who's Lily?
Lily Garland, an actress I'm considering for one part.
There she blows.
Hello, Lily. Welcome.
Dear, lovely Lily.
I'm afraid you've caught me quite unawares. I haven't even had a moment yet to change.
No matter, Lily, you turn this wretched little room into a palace. Allow me, the great Miss Garland, Mrs. Mildred Clark.
How do you do? It's a pleasure.
Would you sit down, my child?
No, thank you. I came in for just a moment.
I guess you know who this is, Lily. The Clark Greeny people, biggest pill manufacturers in the world.
Shall I ring for some ginger ale, my dear? Oh, none of us ever touch anything in the way of liquor. It's against the rules of my organization.
Nothing for me, thank you.
You don't look at all as I expected.
Nor do you. I expected some hard-boiled businesswoman, but you have the look of an artist about you.
Why, thank you.
Creative light of passion shining in your eyes. I'm quite overwhelmed.
Oh, thank you.
And now I hear that you're joining us in that humble yet valiant little effort we call the theater.
Yes. Well, all I'm really doing is investing some money. I brought along the check.
Show her, Oscar. $300,000, Lily.
Jesus!
Is the subject of the play that is
Oh, of course he is. And what a man. He's my favorite character.
Well, here it is, Lily. You can count zeros.
Oh, Mrs. Clark, what a beautiful gesture.
Well, as I was saying, that's only a starter.
If anyone had told me an hour ago I'd be standing here like this discussing art and culture with a woman of vision like yourself, I'd have peed myself.
You might want to glance over this, Lily. It's a little contract drawn up for you to sign. Covers the terms of our agreement.
We'd love to have you with us very much, Miss Garland.
Thank you, my dear woman, thank you. Thank you, Oscar. It's just like the old times, isn't it?
So would you like to sign it now, my dear?
No, I think I'll read it first if you don't mind. I'm delighted to know you, Mrs. Clark. It's a great honor.
I hope I haven't been too boring.
Oh, no, fascinating, very fascinating. I look forward to our association.
Oh, goodbye, my dear.
You have made me very happy.
And you, I.
She seems like a very holy woman. A little confused, but holy.
Well, I think you made quite an impression on her.
Oh dear. I tried not to look at her below the neck.
For crying out loud, I have a sign put on my door not to be disturbed. Oh, it's you. Come in, sir.
I am finding your second part of manuscript. It was with towels from last hotel.
Well, thank you. Mrs. Clark, I want you to meet an extraordinary man, one of the greatest artists in the world. I've engaged him as a colleague to plan our production.
Well, how do you do? What part are you going to play?
Der Christus.
He's been playing it for 20 years, and his father before him, and his father before that.
And two uncles before them. One cousin who had stutter and was no good.
Well, this is quite a surprise, Mr. Jaffe, and I assure you, an unpleasant one. I won't say anything more. Goodbye.
Wait, Mrs. Clark, what's the matter?
Well, the whole idea was, as I told you, Miss Webb, what if I was going to finance the play, it would be with one proviso, that I would pick the actor who plays the part of Christ.
What?
Oh, yes, Mr. Jaffe.
It's insane! Stop! Ida, show him the door, and I don't want to see anyone after this except by appointment.
Let's go.
I'll send for you.
For 300 years, Mr. Chaffee!
All right, Mrs. Clark, if you want to pick your actor to play Christ, you've got it.
I can?
Absolutely. We start rehearsal in 6 weeks. Ida, give her the address.
Oh, good. And you needn't worry about who I have in mind, Mr. Jaffe. They know every single word of the text.
Wonderful. Now, I'll see you later. Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
The King of...
Certain part of my person.
Conductor! Conductor, they're at it again. The lunatics on the loose.
I just heard.
Are we in danger?
I
Oh, not in the least, madam. We have a detective coming on the train when we pull into Toledo, which should be in about 10 minutes. Porter, escort this lady and gentleman to the compartment and see that they're made comfortable.
Yes, sir.
It's very nice of you. Come along, dear.
We're not safe with that creature on the loose.
Oh, I assure you they're harmless. Just a little crazy, that's all.
Repent! The end is near. Takes my hand into the promised land. Takes my hand into the promised land. Oh, Jesus, blessed Jesus. Takes my hand into the promised land. Da, 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 da.
Miss Webb, please tell Mr. Jaffe that I got those wires off.
Oh my God. Look at this, George. Mr. Jaffe is offering a car and a chauffeur, as well as my own secretary. You know, I don't think there's been a contract like this before in the history of the theater.
I don't care what it says. I don't trust him because he's a coward.
Well, this $30,000 down looks pretty brave to me, George.
I'm telling you, it's a mistake to sign it.
Well, you're my agent now and nothing more, so be professional.
Be professional.
Why don't you send this stiff someplace so he can concentrate?
George, go outside. I'll call you later.
Lily,
Now, just go. And stop worrying about the contract.
He makes a nice exit.
That's what Oscar said.
All right, now come on, girl. Just sign it. You know you're dying to. Here is the historic quill.
All right, I'll do it.
Lily, stop. Would you get out of here?
What do you want?
I have to talk to you about the contract. Just for a minute.
George!
Lily, please, have I ever meant anything to you?
Oh, all right. But this better be good. I'll be right back. Owen, keep it warm for me.
Toledo, now arriving, Toledo. Watch your step.
Owen!
There you are, Ida.
Has she signed it?
Not at all. She hasn't. I got her not to do it.
Damn, Owen, we've been fooled. This person, Clark, she's a lunatic. She escaped from an asylum.
What person is that?
Clark, our backer. The
Oh.
detectives are coming on board to capture her.
Holy cow! Have you told Oscar?
Not yet.
Oh, if I were you, I'd jump off that train.
How dare you talk to me as though I were your wife or something? God forbid.
Lily,
Well, guess what, George? I'm signing the contract. I swear to God, you forced me into it. Owen? Owen? Damn, he has the contract. Thanks a lot, you idiot. Owen!
you're making a mistake.
Owen!
Excuse me. Sorry, I'll check the bedroom.
Good idea.
Hey, what the hell is this?
This is Detective Barnes from the Toledo Police Department.
There's nobody there. We're looking for a passenger named Clark. She escaped from some asylum. We're here to collect her.
What you look like?
You can't miss her. She's one of those religious types. There's a Bible around her all the time. She's always reading it.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. And behold, an angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream, saying, Do not fear to take Mary as your wife, For that which is conceived in
A
her
lunatic.
is of the Holy Spirit.
I got him! The lunatic was reading the Bible!
What's the meaning of that? Help! Oh, Ida! Let him go, you're making a mistake!
What the hell is going on in here?
This man assaulted me!
What's happening?
Kill that ruffian, Owen! He broke in and attacked me! Kill him! Kill him!
It's all right, Detective. I'll vouch for him. This is Mr. Oscar Jaffe, the theater man.
Sorry, Mr. Jaffe.
Sorry, Mr. Jaffe. They made a mistake.
Well, kill him anyway!
There's a lunatic on board the train, and we're trying to track him down.
A lunatic?
Yeah, someone named Clark.
Clark.
Yeah, that's right. Escaped from an asylum someplace. Had drawing room D, but now she's in hiding. It's all right, Miss Garland. She's harmless. Nothing to worry about.
Just a minute, conductor. Is that Mildred Clark, the patent medicine woman?
Yeah, that's her. A real sad case. She pretends to give money away, writes worthless checks. Apparently makes her feel better. She thinks she's Jesus Christ or something. It's a funny world.
My God!
Lily, this is all news to me. I've been bamboozled.
How dare you lie to me?
I had no idea myself. You've got to believe me.
You deceitful
I
rat!
swear I didn't know.
Making a fool out of me!
Ida told me she was rich, and I believed her. She showed me her card.
Liar! Liar!
Oh, wait a
Liar!
minute. I'm feeling dizzy. Everything's going around her now. Ida, Owen, some water. Please, water.
Look who's fainting. You fake. You lunatic. I can't stand it. Open the window. I can't stand it. I'm going to have a breakdown.
Hiya there, Lily. How's the prettiest girl in 10 continents?
Max Jacobs!
Oh, Maxie, my darling, my sweetheart, my angel.
Hey, it's good to see you, kid. Now listen, I got this new Somerset Mom play that fits you perfect.
What?
So what do you say? We got a deal?
You bet we do.
No!
Yeah, now just leave her alone. Let her finish reading the play. You know, I had a feeling about this whole thing back in New York. Came to me all of a sudden, like a bolt of cloth from the blue. Max Jacobs, I says to myself, this girl's in trouble. If you don't act now, you're gonna lose her to that rat-faced, thumb-sucking, pompous jackass Oscar Jaffe. And that's when I was feeling kindly towards her. So I was going to Toledo, one of them small jobs, Pied Piper, and I get on this stinking train and I say, you're vacant, and you call yourself an agent. You're good for nothing. You got no brains. You got nothing between the eyes. Because if you had, you would have seen this coming at you like the Three Musketeers of the apocalypse. Now, let me tell you something. If Jackie ever gets her in the show again, you'll lose her for good. Hey, wait, here she comes.
Act 3. The last light of the waning moon shudders through the shimmering curtains. Emily struggles to get up, holding onto the old rocking horse that gave her so much joy as a child. She looks around and there's Jimmy sitting next to her, his eyes swollen with tears and opium. Blah, 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 blah. Jimmy, open the window. Just a little. Oh, is it raining? Soft, warm rain and a sad, broken heart. Jimmy, how did the little poem go? Oh, what a perfect death. So simple. Asking that heartbreaking little question about the poem.
Can you imagine when you sink your chakras into it?
I haven't been so moved in years. Now there's a lover for you, George. He knows. He feels. He understands.
I understand.
You understand, buckets. So, what's the verdict, Al? Did we go to rehearsal?
Max, I feel the play was written for me. It's my own life. It has joy, grief, tuberculosis. But the second act has to be changed. It is I, not Jimmy, who must make the curtain speech about his wife and children.
Yeah, no problem. Somerset will fix it up. So tomorrow, we go straight from the train to the lawyer's office and draw up the contract. A good advance payment and no nonsense.
Now that's what I like to hear. Facts.
Lily, how much is he paying you?
I'm paying plenty, that's what I'm paying.
George, I can take care of myself, thank you.
But this is my job, all right? Now what figure are we talking about here? 5 a week?
We're talking about what I say we're talking about, because she trusts me. We go back a long ways.
That's not the point.
Did you have any trouble finding O'Malley and Miss Webb?
No, sir. They were together in the observation car.
Oh, good.
But they did seem a little worse for wear, if you get my meaning.
Drinking?
I'm afraid so.
Did you tell them what I said?
Oh, yes, sir. Told him you said it was life and death.
Thank you. I'll call you if I need you.
The Black Watch, sire, with their bagpipes.
I suppose you're both drunk.
Drunk or sober, we're here, ain't we?
It's typical of my career that in the greatest crisis of my life, I stand flanked by two incompetent alcoholics.
Hey, listen, Oscar, we're in no mood for a lot of fuzzy lamentations.
I won't keep you long, Owen. Just a few words.
Nothing more to say. I've eaten dirt and crawled on my face till I'm sick. Hey, is that a gun?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you to see it.
Oh, give me that.
No. No. I can see that you've guessed what I called you here for. Say,
Owen, stop him.
Oh, what do you want me to do?
do you remember the day not long ago when I was Oscar Jaffe?
Would you cut it out?
My outer office was crowded with celebrities, cabinet ministers.
I ain't listening to another word of this to you. Put that foul piece away.
For crying out loud, let's act like grown-ups for a change.
Oh, I know you'll feel blue for a little while, but it's better this way. Yesterday, Oscar Jaffe, the Wizard of Broadway. Tomorrow, who the shoulder has been. Passed out on the theater lobbies of other managers' first nights. You wouldn't want to see me that way, would you? Oh, you'll remember me whenever you hear that wild sound in the night.
I can't stand it anymore, Oscar. You make me a complete wreck.
Yeah, this is nuts. You know, I'm leaving.
Goodbye, boys. Come, pale messenger of death. Cold passport to heaven or to hell.
Oh dear heavens. I didn't mean to put the stickers up. It was just overwhelming. Please don't shoot me.
What? Stop!
Please
Stop!
don't come
Stop
here.
it!
Oh my God!
What was that?
He's faking. He has to be.
I'm shot!
Oscar, why did you do it?
No! She did it! The lunatic!
I'm sorry.
Oh my God!
Hold on.
Where did she shoot you?
Right here on the sofa! Oh my God, I'm bleeding!
Take that gun away.
I'll get a doctor. Don't move.
She grabbed the gun away and shot me!
He had a gun. He was pointing it at me. It was my life for his.
Oh, shut up. Just stay right there.
Oh God, I can see my obituary. Oscar Jaffe, killed by lunatic. All also produced plays.
Oscar, do you need anything? Do you need a rabbi or a bris or something?
No prayers. I'll plead my own cause before God.
Ah, don't talk like that. They can't stop you. You'll be up on your feet in no time, you old wounded lion. You'll be up in the count of 9.
I got a doctor, he's coming. How is he? Is he breathing? You stay away from him.
I'm so ashamed.
Please, don't go away from me now.
No, never.
I'll do anything you say, I promise.
What's the matter?
What happened?
There's the doctor.
Quick, Doc, he's dying.
Keep everybody out!
Everybody back. Stay back.
George, what's happened?
I think there's been an accident.
Max, what is it?
Jaffy's been shot.
What? Oh my God, I have to see him.
No, stay here. You can't do any good out
Max,
there.
let me go, let me go. I have to see him.
No.
Max, please. Oh, Oscar! Oscar!
I'm not surprised. This is often the case. A lot of excitement, but no damage.
Oh, that is not serious.
The bullet barely grazed him.
What are you talking about?
Grazing will often do that. Oh, you're fit as a fiddle. No damage at all.
But I'm weak. It must be internal injuries. What about all this blood?
Well, you see, a grazing will do that. There's a lot of blood vessels near the
I
surface
don't
there.
believe this. This is without the doubt the worst I've ever been through.
Wait.
What?
I have an idea. No, not just an idea, an inspiration.
Oscar.
Quiet! Doctor, I want to play a little joke on someone. You can help me.
Well, I don't know if I...
Oh, I know you have a sense of humor. I know that from your magnificent manuscript of Joan of Arc, which I have practically decided to produce.
You have? Oh my God. What do you want me to do?
Nothing. Just stand over there, watch me, and say nothing. Ida, where is Lily's contract?
What?
The contract. She's going to sign it.
Oscar, please.
No, she loves me. I could tell from her screaming. Oh, somehow I've got to reach that love and bring her to her senses. Boys, it's the last thing I'll ever ask you to do. Owen, go tell her I'm dying. Don't overact.
Stand by. Get her. It's a Jaffe production. Lily! It's all right. Mr. Jaffe wants to see her.
Keep back. Nobody comes in here.
Oh, it's his last request. Make way for Miss Garland.
Let him through.
Oscar! Oscar! Oh my God.
Who is it?
It's Lily.
Bring her to me.
I'm right here, Oscar. Oh God. Oh, Oscar, I'm right here. It's Lily. My darling, I'm right here. Please don't leave me.
The doctor said the bullet went right through his heart, so he can't talk much.
Who is that crying?
It's Lily.
Lily, where is your hand? Give me your hand.
Here. Why did you do it? How could you do this terrible thing?
Oh, it's for the best, Lily. There was nothing left. They all went away. Those I loved and needed. Oh, it's getting dark. Stay just a little while longer.
I will, I promise.
Dear, lovely Lily, no tears, please. It's not your fault. I only wish I could have seen you, held you just once more. Ida, where's the contract? The last one I drew up. What? Lily, God.
Here it is.
Oh, it's so hard to die in this barren place. I should have waited until I got back to the theater, among the dust, and the ones that we love so well. Ida,
Yes,
the contract.
right here.
Ask her if she would care to write her name on it. It will be my monument.
Go on, Lily. It's his last request.
Yes. Yes, give it to me.
There's a pen.
Hurry, hurry. Give it to me while I can still see. I want to read her name on it.
Hey, let me through. I'm Max Jacobs. Lily, don't sign that contract.
You're too late, Max Jacobs.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
Herring salesman! Thief! Liar!
Cheat! Liar! Let me out! Let me out!
The 20th Century Limited now arriving, New York City. Track 27, 20th Century, on time.
20th Century Limited now arriving New York City, track 27, on time.
Well, in a way, I thought the trip was kind of exciting. It kept me on my toes. Of course, this was my first time. Is it always this lively?
Only with big celebrities. When we had the Marx Brothers, I couldn't leave the train at the end. They had my trousers.
Come on, hurry! We better take separate cabs to the hotel.
Grover, this is New York. Nobody cares about sex in New York. They just have it all the time.
I can't believe that Jaffe is producing a play by Somerset Maugham instead of me. Shows he has no taste at all.
I still don't get it. You told me that he and Max Jacobs are rivals.
Oh, they are. But when Mr. Jaffe got Miss Garland to sign that contract, he had her all tied up. The only way Jacobs could get her back was to give Jaffe 50% of the Maugham play. So now they're co-producers. It was blackmail. They're all crooks.
And you want to get into this business?
Desperately.
Yeah, I don't know what you're complaining about. I lose 50% of the mom play, and now I gotta go find a cage for an ibis.
Can't believe she's leaving me like this. She was my Cupid, my Venus, my Hermaphrodite.
Is the car ready yet?
What car?
To take Mr. Jaffe to the hotel.
Hotel? Don't be insane. It's straight to the theater.
Another picture, please.
Hello, boys.
Did you miss me, fellas?
Miss Garland, how'd you like Hollywood?
Well, you know what they say. It's a place where they shoot too many pictures and not enough actors.
Now listen, boys. I've got an exclusive for you. I'm producing a new play on Broadway this season by Somerset Maugham, with stage effects by John Ringling and music by Richard Strauss. Most important, it stars this country's greatest actress, Miss Lily Garland.
How about a picture? How about a picture, Miss Garland?
We're back together again, like Beatrice and Benedict, King Arthur and Queen Guinevere.
Cesare and Lucretia Borgia.
Okay, fellas, that's enough. Thanks, fellas. Okay.
Thanks, boys. See you at the opening.
By the way, I want Chanel to design all of my costumes.
Oh, use Schiaparelli this time.
Darling, you know nothing about fashion.
I nearly created your entire look.
We don't even know Schiaparelli.
I invented Schiaparelli. Her name was Ethel Bumstein from Altoona, Pennsylvania.
Oh, stop. Don't be an ass.
Just like old times.
Ain't it wonderful?
To the theater.
To the theater.
hit the sun.